Oh, we are back with the Pandacast. Holy crap, this is episode 7, and yeah, let's get into it. Helps if I pick out the you know, set up the little thing here so you guys can see what I see. There we go. Sorted. So we're starting off with the Korea Herald, which is a little bit of an odd one. You might be thinking, why are we starting off with the Korea Herald? That's a bit of an odd detour. But apparently Korea, well, it says Korea, but what it means is South Korea, is going to axe the games curfew. So the South Korea government is to abolish the controversial shutdown law, lifting the curfew that blocks access to online games by underage users late at night, 10 years after the law came into force. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the Ministry of Gender Equality and Family announced a decision Wednesday, saying they will scrap the shutdown law out of respect for the rights of youth and encourage education at home. Underage gamers will be protected from excessive gaming through the existing choice system. The choice permit system, introduced in 2012, allows underage gamers and all their parents to designate hours for playing games. I'm gonna say, like, obviously from a Western perspective, this is weird, right? It's weird in the sense that, like, what? Some kids playing games? Why? Why? I played games growing up. I played games for hours and hours and hours. It did nothing wrong with me. And I guess it's just a really odd one. I mean, it's even controversial in South Korea. So yeah, I mean, it's good that they're abolishing it. And parents can decide, what goes on. According to the Culture Ministry, the utilization rate for the trade system for 40 games by 7 games company ranges from 1% to 28%. While gamers had to request a permit for each game in the past, the Games Culture Foundation under the Cultural Ministry will now take charge of entire application process. Youngsters without parents can have legal guardians, teachers and social workers request permits for them. Like, wow, this is like super extreme. Like, it's so extreme on so many levels. The abolition of the shutdown law requires the revision of the Youth Protection Act. The government is seeking the passage of a revision bill at the National Assembly by year end. The shutdown law requires gaming companies to block access to games by users aged 16 or younger between midnight and 6 a.m. However, some foreign games companies have failed to change their systems to reflect Korean law. I mean, that's expected. Minecraft, which is largely popular among school children, became a de facto R-rated game. And wow, imagine, imagine Minecraft being an R-rated game. Holy crap! In Korea, after Microsoft changed its account system, requiring users to use adult-only accounts instead of blocking access to underage users at certain hours, the shutdown law managed by the Gender Ministry and the choice system managed by the Culture Ministry has been criticized as duplicative. I can understand why. The Korea Association of Games Industry expects support for the government's move. We support and welcome the abolishment of the shutdown law, it announced. So yeah, it's good that this is going. There's obviously still some stuff there with the choices system. And yeah, it's glad to see that's moving in the right direction and gamers are getting their rights back. Okay, I'm not going to tell you about the bad jokes on here because it's not the time or the place, but like, I will definitely tell you later. I'll like hop into a Discord chat probably tomorrow or something and like explain it to you. Like why it's kind of dodgy and then you'll see like where I'm coming from on it. But like it's basically one of those where it isn't bad, but other people might think it's bad. Also, for anyone listening to this, it's not me making the jokes. I don't make jokes like this. But there are people who do. But yeah, it's kind of weird. On the bright side, Korea moving in the right direction. Twitter. Here's an announcement from Scaredy Air. PC confirmation.exe. There's a PC confirmation.exe for Skate. Ow! God damn my ears. That's loud. God damn it, Twitter. Holy crap. So yeah, apparently Skate is coming to PC, which is awesome. I have not played Skate in a long time. I can't even remember what Skate I played. Was there more than one? Did I play the original Skate? Was it on PS1? I don't even know. I just know it was a really long time ago that I played skateboard games. I know I played Tony Hawk's games, but I also remember playing. I'm pretty sure I did play Skate on something. It might have been the PS1. Also, how are you, Anne? How are you doing? Well, moving on from Twitter, let's move on to the next one, which is Square Enix, which is relived the saga's original origins all over again, with 3 legendary adventures enhanced for Steam and mobile. So the collection of Saga Final Fantasy Legends is coming to mobile on September the 22nd and arriving on Steam on October 21st. So yeah, a whole set of games that has not been released on these platforms is coming. Oh god damn it, Twitter. What is wrong with Twitter? Oh my god, Twitter, why do you do this to me? That's twice it's killed my ears in a row. Okay. Okay, that's less painful. It's kind of madness as well. So the 3 Final Fantasy Legend games are coming to mobile and Steam. I mean, this looks cool. It looks like they've updated the artwork as well. It 100% looks like the artwork has been updated. Because that looks HD. I'm liking the 8-bit music as well. That's cool though. Like, this is cool. Okay. Alright. There's new features and stuff. Like, this is cool. I've never played these games. I'm not sure when this came out, but clearly before whatever I was playing. But yeah, it's cool that these are out and they do look interesting. But we're moving on, and we're moving on to Gamescom because this is kind of what I wanted to get into because obviously it's been Gamescom this week, so there's a few things that were announced, a few trailers here, there, everywhere, you know. And these are the kind of things I live for. So we're starting off with Outbreak Island. Let's go in the script here. Ilsen Island appears at the first glance to be deserted. Once you start to get settled in, you'll notice things aren't quite what they seem. Your job is to discover what happened to the island. while using a camera and handmade weapons to survive. So yeah, let's get into the trailer and have a look. So cameras and weapons to survive.
What the fuck?
Okay, so this is going to be psychological, obviously. With a very upset British guy by the sounds of it. Who tripped on a rock. And a creepy spire.
Lindsay, come in.
The island is deserted. I haven't met anyone yet.
Holy crap.
There are traces of human presence.
I will say it's pretty.
No, it's beautiful here.
Oh, look, lots of deer. It is beautiful here. Okay, so apparently we are klepto because we're stealing shit for our camp. And to build stuff.
Gathering supplies and even hunting with flash photography. Can you believe it?
What? What are you hunting with flash photography?
Damn. I don't trust this place.
Wait, what does he mean by hunting with flash photography? That I don't understand. Oh my god, what the hell are you? It looks like this involves a lot of exploration.
I'm ready now. I'll get us out of here.
This place looks cool, though.
Over and out.
But what's with the spire, right? That's like the thing. What's with the spire? What's all that about, right? The game looks good, though. The game looks interesting. It looks like a kind of psychological game more than like a super scary game. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You know, psychological thrillers can be fun. But, yeah. We'll have to kind of wait and see, like, what more comes out about the game and stuff. But this one's an interesting one. And something I didn't realize was being made. It's another one from Microids. And it's the Smurfs. Apparently, there is a Smurfs game being made. Which I didn't even know there was a Smurfs game being made. Which is absolutely absurd and brilliant. If it is made correctly. So, I haven't watched all through this trailer, but we're going to watch it now and see how it goes. But it's from Microids and Awesome Studio. So, yeah. I don't know what to expect here. I really, really don't.
Having a leaf problem? You don't know what to do anymore? Your search is over. Handy Smurf introduces you to...
Oh god, there is Smurfs.
Built-in nature-friendly materials such as wood and metal. But also a very stable shoulder strap to facilitate rotation and movement. An ergonomic handle guaranteeing the user the most precise aim.
What
And
the hell?
Pollen pump for long-distance projection. Thanks to the Smurfizer, there's no limit for you. To spray. To sprint. To glide. To splat.
Okay, that just looks like he's farting.
And shoot out. So don't miss your shot. Order your
Oh dear lord.
Smurfizer quick. The Smurfizer is recommended by Papa Smurf. The Smurfizer, your best ally against belief.
Oh god, I don't know whether I'm impressed or disturbed. I think I'm disturbed. Oh dear lord, what the hell did I just witness? And what the hell did I just watch? Oh my god. That was... terrifying. That was actually terrifying. What the hell? That was a weird one, that was. Okay, so they're making a Smurfs game. It's weird. I'll have to wait to see more of this. At the moment, I'm slightly disturbed, but okay. There's gonna be a Smurfs game. I liked the Smurfs growing up from what I remember of watching about it. It was a little bit odd then, but I don't remember it being this weird. I remember it being a lot more normal than that. But yeah, okay. So we're going into another trailer. This is a cinematic trailer, and this is for the Spine. Spine is a 3-on-3 fighting game set in a neon-drenched cyberpunk future. And thanks for checking out Gamescom 2021 on IGN. Blah blah blah. Thank you, IGN. Let's have a look at Spine and see what this is all about. No idea what this game's about. I'm liking the aesthetic though. Yo, a drone. Oh, this is kind of pretty. Oh, this is super pretty. I like it. I'm liking the vibe. Ooh. Dronzy. So, creepy guys pointing guns. Oh, she's gonna kick their ass. Oh, hologram. Yo, she's a hologram, dudes. Okay. So this is gonna be a 3-on-3 fighting game. Obviously it's a cinematic trailer, so there's no gameplay here. I'll be interested to see the characters and how the fighting's gonna progress and like be brought out. I'm wondering whether it'll be like a For Honor style medieval kind of thing, or chivalry, like that kind of fighting, or whether this is gonna be more a Tekken, Dragon Ball Z, a Justice kind of fighting. It'll be interesting to see where this goes, like which way. You know, is it going to be like a first person fight? Is it going to be a third person fight? Or is it going to be a more traditional combat style? I don't know. But, yeah. We'll have to see where this goes. It'll be interesting. I like the aesthetic though. It looks nice. So, if the game delivers on a similar sense, then that'll be something that I'll watch, and possibly play in the future, depending. Yeah, the Smurf game's strange. The Smurf game's freaking weird. That actually really did kind of disturb me. I it was odd. I'm not sure what I witnessed, but it was a game about Smurfs. The Smurfs are freaking weird anyway. I've just kind of had that perception of them that they are just odd. Lemis Gate. I've also just realized that I didn't do this thing that I was meant to do, which was do that. Okay. Try typing something in chat, Anne.
Hi.
There we go. Yeah, I forgot to unmute it. Okay, so we're moving on to Lenis Gate, and this is the developer's gameplay walkthrough. Yeah, so yeah, it's a time loop PvP shooter, okay?
Hello, my name's Corey Kaspersky, and I'm a 3D artist at Ratloop Games Canada, and I'm working on the title Lemnis Gate. Lemnis Gate is a turn-based combat strategy first-person shooter with
Okay.
a unique twist. Lemnis
So it's
Gate
like XCOM?
pick up first-person shooter mechanics and merges it with elements of classic arena gameplay and a unique time loop mechanic.
Wait,
where each
is-
round takes place in the same 25 seconds, and players
I thought you
will
said
take
it was
turns adding
turn-based.
operatives into the time loop to affect the outcome of a round. Today we're super excited to show you a first look at one of
Wait,
our new
what?
maps and some exciting new gameplay.
Wait, this is weird.
Prior studies suggested that Caldera was once covered by one big ocean. Upon arrival,
This is weird.
explorers only found its bottom. The planet's unbearable temperatures and now water scarcity only serve as extra defenses for the base's allocated resistance.
So this is a turn-based
So now
FPS?
that you've seen the map Caldera, let's jump into a match that's already underway and is in the later stages of the round. Caldera is a seek and destroy map where players will take turns either defending or attacking 2 points on the map. Each round in Lemnis Gate takes place in the same 25-second time loop. All of your actions on each of your turns are recorded and played back throughout the entire round. There are a variety of operatives to choose from. Each of them have their own unique abilities and skills. Striker, for example.
Whoa, this is
takes
super
advantage
weird.
of long sight lines on Caldera to pick off opponents from across the map. Carl, who has a unique shielding ability, can use that to shield the objectives and protect them from damage. In Caldera, there are lots of unique opportunities
Wait, what?
and defensive points for players to use operatives such as Deathblow or Vendetta to set up turrets and mines at defensive choke points and prevent their opponents from capturing the objectives.
Wait, this game's legit
Players
naughty.
will be given control of the reconnaissance drone to take stock of the battlefield and analyze their opponent's moves, as well as take a look at what their operatives have done in previous rounds as well. In Lemnis Gate,
Wait,
death is not
what?
the end. It's extremely important for you to continue to play even if your operative dies during your round. If that happens, your player will become a ghost, but it's very possible for you to bring that operative back to life in a future round by saving them on another turn. Those actions will become real again and active in the timeline and can play a very important role in leading you to victory.
Yo, this is some weird shit.
This gate will be launching on September 28th on PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. You can pre-order now for 20% off and get the exclusive Metal Mantis operative and weapon skin for Carl. Lemnis Gate will also be available on Game Pass for Xbox and PC on day 1.
Whoa, day one Xbox PC. Okay, I'll probably end up playing this. This is nutty though, like, that's weird. So, essentially you play a full match, but every 25 seconds is a set of different actions, and then you can review the actions you've taken, and then use and change those actions in order to prevent an event from happening, from, if I understood this correctly. Yo, that's breaking my brain. Out of everything I've heard, this is the genuinely a unique idea. I don't think I've heard of a game like this. I've never heard of anything like this. This is actually insane. Whoa. Mind blown. I want to see what people have to say about this. Yeah. Yeah.
Sanity drop.
my brain's I thought the Smurfs game was weird. This one's like blown my mind. This might actually genuinely be the first game that I'm actually interested in playing. Like, legitimately, where it's like, whoa, that concept sounds really out there. And I like things that are, like, out there, right? That's kind of just, like, who I am. I just like out there kind of things. Okay, let's hop into this one. This is Rhythm of the Universe Ionia. Released that trailer. So, yeah, let's just hop into it because there's not much information down below, which isn't very helpful. One second, let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do... There we go.
The signs are clear. The harbor's in danger. And without her, all is lost. Allegra, I need your
Yo! This is like some Avatar shit. Interesting.
Because if we don't save the Hopper, no one will.
Interesting. That seems like a little bit of a trippy trip. Not very actiony, but more exploratory. That could be interesting. It could be interesting. It certainly piques my interest more than the Smurfs game does. Okay, this is a weird one. This one is Crows, and apparently this is a Korean FPS shooter. Apparently. Yeah, let's see what this is about. I have no idea. I don't know why it said Korean though on the thing. On Reddit when I picked this one up. Oh, Remington. That's the same Remington as from Call of Duty. This makes me want to play Enlisted again. This just makes me want to play Enlisted. Although this game is really pretty. It looks cool. But it does really make me want to play Enlisted. Yo! Dude, annihilated that tank. Airdrop. Okay, okay. I see where we're going here. I'll give it, graphically this game looks beautiful. And yeah. Yo, why is there a meteor? Dude, why is there a meteor coming out of the sky? It's freaking space debris right there. Why is an asteroid falling from the sky? That's insane. So it's gonna be like a multiplayer or... Well, I presume it's gonna be multiplayer, but is this gonna be a BR or is this gonna be like a straight up side to side war? Oh, squad operations, so it looks like it will be teams against teams. This actually looks cool. I didn't know what to expect with this one. At first I was kind of like, meh, but it actually looks interesting. It actually generally looks interesting. It depends how they release it though, like, will I pay to play it? Is the question. Or would I prefer it to be free to play? I don't know whether it is or not, that's the question, right? We'll have to see. It does look interesting though. I actually like the premise of this one. So where do we stand right now with everything that we've seen? Outbreak. Not exceptionally excited for. The Smurfs, deeply disturbed about. Spine, pretty good. Interested me. I like the art style, I like the concept. I need to see the characters though to see if they're actually going to be fun in the gameplay. Like, that's like a biggie, right? I need to see how that's going to look. The actual background universe itself looks interesting, but I need to see that more. Lemnis Gate, really enjoyed. Think it has an interesting concept. Rhythm of the Universe Ionia, not sure about. Really not sure about. There really wasn't much there. It seems more of an exploration game than any other type of game. Crawls actually impressed me. It didn't do anything exceptionally outstanding, but the game could be interesting if the community is there behind it. So that's kind of where we are halfway through the podcast. Let's move on to the next part, which is Arboria official trailer. Arboria is a roguelike game that has you fight your way through a land called Dunar. Along the way, you'll battle dark fantasy creatures and even mutate to become more powerful. So let's kind of see what this one is and where this one goes and what is behind it. Oh my god.
Oof, that was a tough fight. I hope the next one will be more useful.
Yeah, let me fix this because this is a little bit bonkers. Reset. There we go.
Welcome to Arboria, Chosen One. Father Tree will create new Jotun warriors. As many as is needed to find and wipe this curse out of our world.
Yes, let's jump right into it. Healing roots will help us to rebuild structures in our village. How can I help you die today?
Rainy weather, bigger crops. Have you
Okay.
These bongos sure are strong, huh?
Fight horrific creatures of underworld. Collect the divine ray. Heal your venerable roots.
What am I watching?
I really want the game Strays. It looks so cute.
Getting a bit dizzy.
I need to check that out.
First time, it'll be fun. Trust me.
What on earth did I just watch? I don't even know what I just watched. The art style and stuff is cool. It showed a little bit of combat, which is like interesting. But I need more to make a decision on this one. Because I don't even know what I just seen. This was Arboria, which is like a roguelike, but it's like all weird mutated stuff. It's creepy. It's essentially like plants took over the earth. I feel like the people who made this have been smoking the same weed that the people who created Warframe had. That's kind of where my mind is going on this one. Y'all were high when you made this. You went to the same shop as Warframe employees, and this is what happens. Not saying that anyone at Warframe or Arboria is smoking weed, but if they were, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, moving on from this one, let's go to Ghost Runner. So Ghost Runner's been out for a while now. It's kind of like an actually running through game, and they've got a new Neon Pack DLC, and this is the official gameplay trailer for it. So the official trailer, not gameplay trailer for it. The official trailer for the DLC. So we're gonna kind of watch this. It's not a game that I've had the opportunity to play, but I have watched other people play it, and they do seem to enjoy it. So this is kind of exciting. I've not heard anything bad about the game. I've just heard good things from everyone.
18.
Okay. Oh yeah. This is what I remember seeing. Crazy parkour. Dicey. Everything's looking dicey. Oh, they've added a wave mode. That's cool. I actually like that addition. Yo, survival on Modern Warfare 3 was like the shit, dude. Survival on Modern Warfare 3 was the shit. Playing that with a buddy in co-op and just seeing how long you could survive, like that was the thing. That was like legit. Like trying to figure out how to get to the next level and just getting good with guns and weapons and upgrading and going to the right positions at the right time and learning strats and stuff. Yo, wave mode's cool. I like that addition. Yeah, that's fun. Like it fits the game, right? You know what Ghost Runner is for anyone who's played it or watched it. And I feel like solid addition to the game. Yo, so we have another one that's a little bit different. This is Prehistoric Kingdom, and I have no idea what this game's going to be. I don't know whether it's going to be a park builder. Yeah, it is a theme park builder. Okay, so build the prehistoric theme park of your dreams and build enclosures for various birds. So it's basically like Jurassic World Evolution. But yeah, like holy crap. Okay. So apparently it's coming into early access, arriving in April 2022. So let's have a look at this. Yo, I'm actually down for this. I love dinosaurs for shit, so hell yeah. Yo, is this a dice engine? Holy crap. Freaking mammoths. Whoa. Yo, these dinos are looking pog as hell. Yo, it's coming to PC. Cryptivore?
Planet Zoo with Dino's Kappa.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, that's what it looks like. But holy crap, if those dinos look that good in the game. Because, like, the one thing I heard about, like, the Jurassic World game was, yeah, it was a good game, right? But at the same time, like, the graphics-wise, the dinos were, like, super pog. Like, when you looked at them, they looked good, but they didn't look, like, amazing. Whereas in this game, they actually look really amazing. Like, I don't know. I'm a little bit more hyped for this one than I was for Jurassic World game. Holy crap. I actually like that. I hope they look as good as what they made out into this trailer. You know, so there's gonna be a closed beta, which is gonna be December the 6th, and early access is gonna arrive in April 2022. So yeah, that's something to look out for. I might attempt to get into the closed beta. I don't know. It depends. If it's paid to get in, I won't do it, but maybe I can send some emails and bullshit my way into getting into it. So Trepang announcement trailer. This is a upcoming gun fu shooter. So yeah, it's published by Team 17, and it's made by Trepang Studios. Trepang 2. So okay, not a lot of information there, but let's see what it does and see what it looks like. A marine invertebrate that expels its organs is a self-defense mechanism. That's creepy. Yo. This is like some Fear meets Doom shit. Yo, I'm super down for this. What the hell? That's the trailer. That's the trailer. Okay, that's the trailer. I like that one. I'll give it to them there. They know how to put a trailer together. That looks fun as hell. That looks like some Doom meets Fear kind of epic, fast-paced, quick, you know, meets a futuristic game like Mirror's Edge. Like, yeah, holy crap. That looks fun as hell. I'll give it to that one. I'll give it to that one that really looks fun. I'll be watching out for this one because that's the kind of game I'd like to play. It's kind of why I haven't been playing games, because I've been like, what do I want to play? Played that. I really don't want to play this. I might play some Dark Souls next week, though. I need to decide, though. I need to figure out my time schedule and all that, because that's been all over the place and stuff, yeah. Not been good with that way. So, Pathfinder. Wrath of the Righteous, official launch trailer. So yeah, Pathfinder, new game, Wrath of the Righteous, launch trailer. It is a journey to a demon-infested land to lead a crusade on their abyssal forces, or reject your humanity entirely in Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. And it will release on September 2nd on PC and March 2022 on consoles. Let's have a look at this and see what this is like. Oh my.
The world wound. A cursed land that threatens all life. Not a wasteland or the site of a natural
Not gonna lie, not a fan of the art style.
through which the mortal world bleeds into the abyss. 100 years ago, this realm was teeming with life. Gardens flourished and cities thrived here.
This looks better.
Death reigns over all. There are no common folk here. Only those who are willing to risk everything to defend the world against the endless of the abyss, or to win glory, to answer the call of forbidden knowledge, to rise above the fate prescribed to mortals. And you, what has brought you here? Are you ready to fight? Are you ready to lead? Are you ready to ascend? And if you're ready, which path will you choose?
I don't know how I feel about this one.
Will it breathe new life into the corrupted lands, or kill them off for good? Will you be a beacon of light in the darkness, or an island of chaos and madness? Who will follow you? Saints?
I'm not against 2.5D games. I actually really enjoy them, but
Who will you become for them? A something?
Hmm.
Or will mortal pawns and their feelings no longer interest you at all?
I don't know whether it's...
Only you can answer these questions. Only you can decide which path to take. The choice is yours.
Hmm. I don't know. I don't know whether it's the trailer or whether it's the art style or the color palette, but it seems a bit bland. I don't know why, but it just seems bland. There's nothing necessarily wrong with it, but at the same time, when I look at it, I don't see anything that makes me say, wow, this is like, this, you know, like, that excites me, that's like, holy crap, this is something that I should play. I'm just not getting that from it. It seems a bit, and
Looks boring.
yeah, that's how it felt to me. It looks kind of boring, like, the concept and design stuff isn't bad, but there's nothing there that makes you think, yo, this is something I'm really interested in. It's just kind of like, okay, it's a game. I guess it's cool. Okay, so we got the last few. Let me flick through these. This one I'm interested in. This one interested in. This one interested in. This one kind of. This one not interested in. Okay. We're gonna whip through these really fast, so let's go. This one.
Peggy 18.
I feel something lurking around in the dark.
This was like creepy psychological thriller kind of thing.
Please, miss. You have to help me get out of here.
A cube.
Something strange is happening.
Everything will be all right, I promise. I won't let anything bad happen.
Yo, I think that's her.
What the hell
Yeah.
is going on here?
This is like a proper psychological thriller.
Who is filming these
Every time
atrocities?
something strange happens in these games, Glitch Cat.
So this is inspired by the original Resident Evils and Dead Alive games. Yo, I like this. I'll give this props. This one's like actually interesting, but it's inspired by the original.
Looks like Resident Evil without last elements.
Yeah, it's Resident Evil and inspired by the Alone in the Dark series. So I feel like they've tried to take some of the aspects of it, and then put it together. But this is out now, so like people can play it, and obviously people are playing it. Some cute chick that I don't know is on Twitch playing it. We're just not gonna deal with that. But yeah. So sure, hide live broadcast. Let's hide that. Let's move on to Shadow Tactics, Blades of the Shogun. This is official gameplay trailer from Gamescom 2021. This came out today as well, so hop into it and see what it's like. This one looks a bit weird though, I'm not gonna lie. It looked a bit weird for me on my end.
Nasty surprise.
My lord?
What was that?
Hiding in plain sight.
Hmm.
Careful now. My blade is sharp. You stay down.
I don't remember the last game looking like this. I don't remember the last game looking like this. It looked a bit more normal.
No challenge. The story is still being written.
So many tricks. Stick.
Hmm.
Elegant landing. I have a question.
Yes?
We do this.
Aiko.
An elegant death.
Okay. Shout out to play the Shogun Aiko's choice. Aiko. I don't know. Doesn't interest me as much as the other games, not gonna lie. At least the ones that I liked. The art style for the other Shadow Tactics game wasn't like that and was more appealing. This one seems a little bit too cartoonified for me. I'm not gonna lie, like, when I play these kind of games, I want to feel like I'm actually an assassin, not like I'm playing an anime of an assassin. That's just kind of how I am. So, Seven Steel official release date trailer, which is hopefully good. This is kind of nutty and it's very short, so it's going to be fast paced, and I'm probably not going to talk through it, so bear with minding that one. Yo, okay. So this drops with the other game I was talking about. It's that kind of game.
Looks like Warframe Mastery Tests Kappa.
Yo, Warframe Mastery tests are actually fun. The only thing I don't like about the Warframe Mastery test isn't that you do the Mastery test. It's the fact that if you fail it, you have to wait like ages to do it again. And I know they have the test thing, right? But as anyone knows, you can do a multitude of practices and do
You
fine.
have to wait 24 hours.
Exactly. But like you could do a multiple of practices in real life for anything. But when you actually do it, when you have one opportunity, that's when the pressure kicks in. So it's like, you know, when kids do these practice exams, and she's like, oh, yeah, you'll be fine. You do these practice exams, it's not different, you'll
You
be
also can
okay.
practice tongue poking smiley.
You know, but yeah, when kids do practice exams, the teachers are like, yeah, you'll be fine, it's okay, it'll be exactly the same, it's just an exam, it's nothing to worry about. But in your mind, when you know that this isn't an exam and like this isn't a practice, if you mess this up, then there's consequences. Yeah, that like really messes you up. But we've got the final thing, which is Bravery Default 2, which is coming out on 2nd of September. So
You
what?
shouldn't worry. Worries a lot, glitch cat.
Exactly. It's like when they tell you that, when they're like, oh yeah, it's fine. If you complete all the practices, you'll be good. If you fail it, well, that won't be good, but you'll have an opportunity to do it again. But if you fail that, then you really have messed up. So it gives these kids this complex, right? Whereas when you have an essay, it's like, hey, I have an essay. Okay, I wrote this part of the essay. You got your teacher, you go, yo, but this is how far I'm in my essay, I'm having some problems with this. do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Where can I go with this? Is this like the kind of format that you're expecting? Like, am I on the right track? Also, you can ask other students as well, or you can ask students of other years who have done similar essays. Hey, is my etiquette right here? Am I doing the right process? And you get that feedback, right? But for exams, you can't get that because every exam's new, right? It isn't the practice exam that you did amazing in. It's something brand new that you could be completely unprepared for. But the final video, the final topic, the final thing of the day is a game called Bravery Default 2. I have not played the Bravery series, I have not played Bravery Default 1, but let's hop into the trailer and see what it's all about. It's from Square Enix, and it comes out on 2nd of September. Holy crap, he streamed that at me.
May the world stand in awe of the might of Holograd.
He is the only ruler I would ever follow.
No one can stop me now! Show me what it takes.
I'm gonna be honest,
Give me everything.
I don't like the graphics in this game.
The time has come for me to recover my kingdom's greatest treasures.
We shall be in need of allies.
I'd say we're pretty wrapped up in them already, wouldn't you?
You'll also have our expert Hell to call on.
As long as we keep moving, I'm happy.
Princess
This looks
Gloria,
like 2009 Wii graphics.
you do not care that your actions might bring about untold calamity.
You ain't the princess of me, girlie.
In fact, my Wii tennis characters look better.
To choose.
I know full well the duty that awaits me.
I know how you feel, Gloria, but you shouldn't put so much pressure on yourself.
Sometimes you need to calm down and take a step back.
The artwork's cool, but it's the...
But please, do take care.
The big heads are a no-no for me.
The city.
Yo, ain't nothing wrong with bobbleheads.
I'll never allow it.
I'll die before I let you get hurt again.
Who's doing this to us?
This one's about revenge. Pure.
The character design is weird though.
She's a fairy.
I'm not a fan of the character design.
Dragons watch over us all.
A big
Do you
no-no.
really believe that the Lord of Dragons speaks to you?
The truth of his word, child.
Do you have any idea how much it must hurt him to be unable to protect his beloved people? We must.
The lip sync is trash as well.
A vessel by whose power I shall unite the world.
As long as we're still standing, we'll never let you win.
Humans are so broken.
The
Wiped out.
lip sync is
It's
really
just
bad.
because the heads are too big, Kappa.
What is going on? Nice all of a sudden. Like, the artwork's cool. Like, that's weird. Okay, this looks better.
My name is
Okay, so they're hunting for Dragon Balls. Or the Emerald Crystals. Whether you want to take Sonic or Pokemon for this.
Wonderful.
So this is a Final Fantasy wannabe game.
I could get used to this.
Not gonna lie, I have mixed opinions on this one. I don't like the art style. Can I please click out? Oh my god, it won't let me click out this one.
No.
Like, I don't like the art style. I really don't. um, actually, the gameplay stuff that it showed looked better than the actual cinematic stuff it showed. The cinematics for this look really, really bad. The artwork that they produced looks good. The actual gameplay design looks better, but the story and character design and like the running through the city and stuff, that all looks really, really bad. I can't kind of hold back on that. I'm a little bit disappointed. I expected more, but it just doesn't look right. It looks. I don't even know how to describe it. It honestly looks dated. The only thing that looks on point is the gameplay. Everything else from the, outside of the combat looks dated. So yeah, I am very disappointed by this one. But yeah, as for, oh my god, I did not record the podcast. Luckily, I have it set up so Twitch says my VODs. Holy crap. I would have been so pissed off if that had happened. But yeah, as for the VODy part of, the podcast, we're gonna end it here. I'll probably end it here as well because it's like 10 to 11. I don't want to stay up like super late. I'm gonna be up for a while, but I'm gonna watch some other stuff and chill for a bit. But yeah, thank you, Anne, for hanging out as always. Thank you to everyone who listens to this. I hope you enjoyed this one a little bit more. I know it's a little bit different because normally we talk about topics and then we talk about games. But this week we really didn't have any topics. I covered them all in my other videos. And I kind of wanted to focus on Gamescom a little bit more. Because obviously these events only happen once a year. So we got to talk about some games, about some stuff I enjoy. I think we found some interesting games like Lenisgate, Ghost Runner, Prehistoric Kingdom, Trepang 2. Like, those games looked good, they looked interesting. Also Tormented. Yeah, Tormented Souls. That looked interesting as well. Like, they look like interesting games that will be fun. As well as what was the other one, which was Severed Steel. Yeah, Severed Steel. So they look like fast games, psychological games, unique games, especially Landscape, which is a completely different concept to what I'm used to. I'll be on Monday. Monday. Can't be on Sunday, cause got spot on. I'll be on Monday. Not sure what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hopefully feel better. I'm sorry that I haven't streamed this week. I promised to, but I've been in pain and just really didn't want to do it. So that's kind of why it didn't happen. But next week, if I'm all better and goods again, I feel a little bit better tonight. It's kind of one of those things where it'll either be a good day or be a bad day, and I'll just have to deal with it as it comes. But if I feel
You should
better,
get some rest. Tongue poking smiley.
I wish rest would work, but it doesn't. I really wish it would. Or there was like a magic pill you could take to fix it, but there isn't. It's just one of those things where you gotta kind of deal with daily, and some days you have good days, other days you have bad days, and it's just one of them. Hopefully the audio is better today, though. I have not seen any issues today. It seemed pretty poggies. It's been pretty poggies all week with recordings and stuff, which is good. And I just need to make sure that it stays kind of this way. I am liking the way everything's sounding now. It's sounding a lot more normal than it did before. So yeah, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later.